Marcus and team. My name is Vicki James, and my superpowers are recognizing problems before they become an issue, envisioning opportunities, taking complex problems and organizing them into an easy action plan, and making sense of verbal vomit. You know, when somebody intrinsically feels comfortable with you and starts to brain dump, and then that's when you have to weed through all the information to find the nuggets of what they're trying to express. As a consultant, I have this happen with my small businesses all the time, to the point that people routinely say to me, I can't believe I just told you all that. My entire career has been working with small, closely held, and family businesses, and I understand the sacrifices they make, such as holding their check in the drawer because they can't cover payroll that week, and the dynamics that small staff creates where business owners don't have anyone to share their fears and frustrations with. Being that confidant, that coach, that accountability partner that supports them and asks the tough questions when needed is what gets me out of bed in the morning. It's my true passion in life, and it's what brings value to the bottom line. After discovering your show, The Profit, 6 months ago, I immediately thought you needed someone by your side to help keep your businesses running in the way you set them up. I mean, you're only one man. You couldn't possibly give the amount of time needed to all the companies you have invested in. I want to be that right-hand woman who helps continue the success that you have created. Being a part of the partner would be a dream come true because it would allow me the opportunity to demonstrate my expertise and the possibility to work for an inspiring leader who demonstrates integrity and business success are not separate but intertwined. Let me share a few of my accomplishments, since the proof of the pudding is in the eating. I want to tell you why I'd be the ultimate kick-ass partner. So the 3 most important accomplishments within my career as a strategist for marketing, branding, and overall experience start with 1. I was helping a client achieve a 300% increase in sales within 6 months. So as an established coach, she was losing clients, spending more time on prospecting and unqualified leads, and wasn't sure what the path of her business was now that she had left a national organization. By working together, we were able to identify why her company was in business, what her vision for the company was, and who her ideal clients were. This was in a short 3-month, 6-meeting engagement, but it resulted in big numbers for her. The second one was I was able to turn around a company that was hemorrhaging money and losing sales for 5 years straight. So while working as a marketing director for a CPA firm, I noticed this failing QuickBooks textbook subsidiary they had and asked if I could take a stab at turning it around. After some research, I discovered that they had lost contact with their customers, other competitors had entered the market, the pricing structure didn't make any sense and was way below the competition, and they didn't have any added value for their customers. Oh, and ordering was archaic. They only allowed orders through faxes and postal mail. So I trained the CSR to take orders on the fly and reduce management escalation by 95% by empowering her to solve problems within established parameters. She was now able to take care of issues and make customers happy immediately. I established a new pricing model that was more in line with the competition, and while we had a few established customers push back, none went elsewhere, and they actually continued to purchase from us. I contracted with an outside firm to completely revamp the website to be something that was more interactive, buyer-friendly, and created a portal where added value items I created, such as teaching syllabuses, classroom slides, and homework quizzes and tests with answer keys were there to help them become more successful. Lastly, I created a communication plan to remind them of who we are, what we did, and why we were their partner for success. With all these changes, I was able to provide a 64% uptick in sales within 6 months. And by the end of the first year, sales were back to where they were 5 years earlier. The following year, sales rose even further, and when I left the company, trends were on to be upward continually. So my last one would be bringing a catalog company from a small 4-employee local provider with an 8-page catalog and no national market share to the 4th largest company in a very crowded marketplace. The catalog grew from 1 printing a year to 3, 138 pages each, and I was creating the top 5 products in a 700 plus SKU inventory. I negotiated advertising agreements, sponsorship agreements, and I was named the marketing director at age 25. And with doing all that, we were actually named Rochester Top 100 Companies. And these achievements have shown that I have this inherent skill to build a company. So that's a lot of talking for me, and I'm going to sign off, but I wanted to give you guys a little demographic information. Thank you so much for sticking with me so far. My name is Vicki James. I'm 42-year-old empty nester. I have 2 children, Toriana, who's 24, and Terry, who's 21. And I've been married to my life partner for almost 25 years. And I will let you do the math right now, because everybody always does. So the quick Cliff Notes version is that I graduated high school in June, found out in July, got pregnant in July, found out in August, and moved out in October. And from that point on, my husband and I have been just working to prove that we are more than just 2 dumb kids who got pregnant too early in life, and that we have an audaciousness to actually move forward. So we actually saved. We lived in government subsidized housing for 3 years, but we were able to save. And by our 21st birthdays, we were in our own house. And I'll share a little story with you. When we first moved out of our parents' house at 18, and I called social services to find out if we were qualified for any programs. And after reviewing our finances of my husband working at the manufacturing line for GM and myself working as a greeter at the local auto dealer, I was told we made $50 too much a month. I was desperate and devastated and completely freaked out because I didn't know how we were going to feed another mouth and pay for the COBRA insurance of $400 a month because we didn't have insurance at our jobs and we needed, prenatal care. And so I asked well, what do we do? And the woman at the social service office says, well, quit your job. And I was like, what? Why would I do that? I'm pregnant, not disabled. I'm perfectly able to contribute to my society and to the household income. We just needed a little help. So needless to say, my moral compass was not swayed by the circumstances, and we figured it out. So instead of buying formula, I breastfed. That's something everybody did in the early 90s. And instead of buying disposable diapers, I washed poopy cloth diapers every week. So try to get that image out of your head. The thing is, that story is a really great representation of how my life goes. When I really need help and ask for it, I'm told to figure it out on my own. So, because I have no other choice, I do. I find the workaround and make things better for myself, my family, and those around me. Without a formal degree, I was able to work my way up from auto dealer greeter to marketing director. And after a near-death experience with my daughter where she was in ICU for 5 days because of her kidneys shutting down and emergency dialysis for 2.5 weeks, I finally followed my dream of becoming an entrepreneur. And after 3 years, I'm ready to get back to the corporate world because I want to focus on what I do best, mentoring business owners towards growth and profitability. I'm currently finishing my business management degree at an accelerated rate. In the last 5 months, I've completed 59 credits, and I'm currently looking at MBA programs to start the second half of this year. My entire life, I've volunteered, and currently I'm serving as the chair for the Rochester Area Business Ethics Foundation Board, where we celebrate and promote businesses who understand ethical business models are also profitable ones. I have 3 projects that I'd like to work on within the next 5 years. One is a daily content program for entrepreneurs and small business owners as a source of inspiration and knowledge. The second is a retreat and entrepreneur center where small business owners can come, recharge, and reignite to continue the good work that they do within their business. And the last one is a little bit out of my realm, but I can envision the success. Rochester City Schools has a dismal graduation rate of 40%. And it's just heartbreaking. And I'd like to redesign the school district to be relative to today's families. All-day school, one-room classrooms where students K through 6 and 7 through 12 continue to loop with the same teacher and students to create that family atmosphere and allows everyone to work at their own pace rather than what grade level they're at. Gardens where each classroom takes turns tending and cooking meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the family. Being governed by the students. Weekly field trips so that they can learn through experience. Focus on lifelong health and wellness, the arts, the core subjects, and tech. Families no longer have someone at home when kids are released from school, so after the school day, care is needed, and that's extra cost for the families. And then most people that live in poverty are also living in a grocery desert, and they have no way to learn how to cook fresh foods, and they only know packaged foods and frozen foods. So I feel if we can create this new way of changing the school district, we can actually create self-sustainment for our future generations. Because what we're doing now is not working, and we cannot continue to keep doing it thinking that it's going to change. So sorry about that. I got a little off on a tangent there, but you can see that I have passion, and passion is one of those things that have gotten me through life, and it's what I bring to each and every one of my jobs that I've ever had. So thank you so much for sticking with me so long. I hope that I hear from you soon. I know that I can do this job, be a valuable asset, and be that kick-ass partner you need, Marcus. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.